seemed like the second quarter was the difference, really. Like, just what went wrong in that second quarter?
Our defense. Our defense. That's the main thing we harp on is our defense, because our defense get everything else going for us. And tonight, we was a step behind on defense, and the Sparks took advantage of our defense, and they got whatever they want on the defensive end. So.
The speakers on.
I can turn it.
Yeah, can you turn it up just a little bit? Look. I don't think we need the mic. You're good.
Right.
Hey, Coach. Obviously, this was a disappointing loss, and you only got 2 points from your bench, but you guys still found a way to remain in the game. Just talk about what that says about the team and just kind of like the resiliency at play.
Yeah, I'm proud of our group. We are a resilient group. We have been all season long, and you know we've found ways to put ourselves in position for success no matter what. And you know we didn't have it in all areas tonight, but we gave ourselves a chance down the stretch, and I think it says a lot about this group and just how convicted they are, how much they pull for each other. You know, we had some missed opportunities, but to be in the position to cut it to 4 with a little over a minute left, you know, I feel like that says a lot about the fight that they have. You can just yell it.
And then this was for the players. Obviously, this is the third time that thing has been thrown on the court, and I was just curious, you know, are you guys able to quantify like the level of frustration that fans seemingly have for the disrespect that fans have for you guys? Because clearly you don't see this in WF or NBA games, but you see this 3 times already within like the last couple of weeks.
We don't know who those people are. We're a product. We like to think that we come to play the game and people want to see us play. I think it's just that simple, man. We can't control everybody's actions. To the person or people who think it's cool, hats off to you, and to the higher power, I hope they keep praying for you. But for us, we want to keep the main thing, and I think that's about the basketball for both teams. So to those fans who do disrespect us, I like to think that you guys, hope to apologize, sooner rather than later. But I think we got to keep the main thing right now.
Kind of nothing mentioned Steph, only 2 points off the bench tonight. Just what went wrong in not being able to get them kind of involved as they usually are?
I think, first and foremost, LA is a really good team. Their length causes problems for us. They did a really good job of trying to take away our main actions. I felt like we got good shots, and sometimes they don't fall. I think we were on 1 for 11, off the bench. And oftentimes, when we can get people going, it's in transition. And we couldn't do that because we couldn't get stops. You can't get out of transition when you're consistently taking the ball to the net. And for us, we felt like we had enough offensively, but we didn't get it done on the defensive end of the floor. So I'm not worried about, our bench. I felt like we still missed open opportunities. We didn't take shots when they presented themselves, but they're going to make shots, and there's no doubt about that. But we got to get better on the defensive end of the floor.
Hi, Coach. I have 2 questions, one for you and one for them. I'll start for you. What is it meant to have these 2 kind of step up time after time? It's like no matter what happens, these 2 veterans are arguing they're all, and I think you had Kelsey 34 tonight. Thank you. Yeah, that's just for you. How, especially filling in for the injuries that you have right now.
It's been a blessing. I mean, certainly I think, when you put their careers, in perspective and what they've been able to do, it's been incredible. And, Kelsey has really put us on her back at times, and from a scoring standpoint, she gets into a rhythm and we do a good job of finding her. And she does such a good job of getting to her spots and getting what she wants. And I thought her facilitating tonight was outstanding as well. And Tosh just does whatever we need. Every single day. It's like sometimes it's production. Like she's one of the best off-ball cutters in the league. Sometimes it's rebounding, sometimes it's defense, sometimes it's just leadership, right? Communication. And you can't quantify that and how important that is. She's won multiple championships. She's won a Defensive Player of the Year. And so to have somebody like that on your team who plays whatever role she needs for us to be successful night in and night out, it's been different every game. And to have her continue to step up and lead by example in that way, I think really, number one, says a lot about Tosh, but also says a lot about what she means to this team, because you can't duplicate that.
And then for the players, you've had to, obviously change your game plan since Clark is out, and then she may come back, she may not. Has that made you a better team, having to kind of switch what you're doing a little bit?
I like to think that it's made us who we are. We can't control, what we can't control, but I think under our circumstances, we've had, really great players step up in really big times. Lex, our entire bench, all the way to the core group that starts, including Ariel, AB. So we like to think that it's the next man up. I like to think that that's our personality, whether certain people play or not. And for us, we want to make sure that we are the resilient team. We want people to see that. We want people to see that no matter what, we're going to give what we got for 40 minutes. And we're going to stick together doing it, and no one can come through and break apart what we have.